So this is Bella from the cutting room floor. I will get to the video in a sec. I just want to say that watching this back in the edit, I'm undergoing a lot of clairsentient experiences and emotions, and I am not my nicest, kindest version of myself in this video, which I think is fair because category is anger. So I think that's okay, but if that's not okay with you, then feel no pressure to watch the video. And I love you anyway. Goodbye. Hello, welcome to A Little Oracle. I'm Bella. Today we're going to be doing a tarot reading, a pick a card, answering the question, what is your anger trying to tell you? So I woke up this morning, pretty spitting mad for, I could say virtually no reason, or all the same reasons I've been mad for the past 3 years, but obviously my mood is clear. I figured I would use this energy to get me through this pick a card reading and see what comes out for you guys. So let's do a pile pick. I'm using these, I don't know, it's like the Magic Symbol, Sacred Symbols deck, and then the Dante's Inferno deck for our anger and our shadow feelings, okay? So I'll read off the cards. You can pick your pile and I'll see you in your reading. Okay, so for this first pile, we have the card Spiritual Cleansing and the card Eternal Embrace. So, intriguing. Okay, and then we have the Tarot of the Drowning World. That is pile number 1. If those resonate with you, I'll see you in your reading. For pile number 2, we have the Good Fortune card with this Lunara, and then the Price of the Ferryman card. So that's looking intense. Okay, what's his name? Charon, the ferryman. I already shuffled these off camera, so I don't know if I'm shuffling them now. But if those, the 5 of Cups peeked out, so maybe that'll help you pick. Anyway, if those resonate with you, I'll see you in your reading, and this is the Hermetic Tarot. Okay, for the third pile, we have the Morningstar card with the word home. And we have the City of the Damned card with this flaming castle, river of blood, and this small ferry boat. Okay? And this is the medieval Scapini Tarot. So if that resonates with you, I'll see you in your reading. Thank you. Hello, Pile 1. Welcome to your reading for the question, what is your anger trying to tell you? So for your oracle cards, you got this card with the humps, Spiritual Cleansing, and then you got this card from the Dante's Inferno deck, number 4, Eternal Embrace. It's kind of reading to me as like this sort of seductive, depressive, apathic, disappearance from the world, right? It's this desire to go within and never come out. And it seems to be comforting to you at this moment. That's why it's the Eternal Embrace. No judgment from me. So it seems that your anger is trying to tell you something about this state that you get in. Maybe it's depression, maybe it's paralysis from anxiety, maybe it's just a lack of passion for life, or maybe it's sort of a memory that keeps pulling you in and doesn't want to let you go. Spiritual cleansing. So it's telling me that this is for some sort of purification reason, that there's a cleansing reason. There's a reason this anger is coming up. It's to cleanse it out of your system. The Page of Swords. So perhaps it's about something that happened to you as a child. Maybe some words were spoken to you as a child that made you sort of want to cover your face. Sorry, the camera just shook. Because I have it on the table. I'm shaking the table. Shaking a table. Maybe it happened at a table, kitchen table. Thinking actually about my father, whose siblings threw him off a table when he was a toddler and he broke his leg. Yeah, something very harsh that happened to this Page of Swords character, which is you. That sort of continually leads you back into this eternal embrace place where it's like you're, it's right, if you've seen the show Big Mouth, the Depression Kitty, and she's like this very seductive character who is, you know, convincing Jesse that depression is the way. Beautiful flowers though. Yeah, it's like this bottom half is all purple and this top half is green and yellow. It's almost like you have a very spiritual nature at your core, represented by the purple, the crown chakra, and this hum, so the spiritual cleansing. And it's almost like whatever this memory or whatever the seed of this depressive, I almost want to say hunter, depressive energy, this relentless energy that won't let you go. It almost taught you that you have to hide behind these other things. That your spirituality is unnatural, and so you have to hide that. And I don't know, I guess spirituality could be subbed for anything, like your body, your sexuality, your likes and dislikes, your sensory needs, all these sort of things. Let's keep going. Page of Swords, Eternal. What is their anger trying to tell them? Once we look through this. Yeah, there's this wheat over its eyes. It's almost like it's covering its eyes. It's covering its eyes. Something you don't want to see. It's showing you something you don't want to see. Okay. Showing you something you don't want to see. 3 Swords. Yeah, this is about a heartbreak. A heart killing. A slaying. There's a fennel here, a fennel vegetable. Fennel. The Italian word for fennel is finocchio. It's making me think of Pinocchio. Okay, so maybe there was a lie involved. Either you told a lie or were told a lie, and it's created this reaction in you. What's up? It's created this reaction in you where you don't want to see the truth of the matter. Celine, thank you. That was her addition. Something about fennel though, it's like it has this this has this anise. It's not bitter, it's strange. It's like licorice. It's that flavor. Ah, okay. So maybe there's a certain flavor. It's a unique flavor. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a food, but a flavor of an experience, a flavor of a feeling. And whenever it happens, you have to dig up all these old bones of this heartbreak that you have, this 3 of Swords, this thing that made you want to cover your eyes and not see. Say more, please. What is their anger trying to tell them? The 5 of Wands. Okay. It's almost saying it's like this is an inner conflict that you have. A conflict between your desire to know the truth and to face things head on and your trauma-induced instinct to cover your face and ignore the problem. Ignore the problem. Interesting. What do we mean by ignore the problem? It's telling me not fighting for what you want to fight for. I'm sorry guys, I'm not wearing my headphones today. I hope the audio is okay, and I know there's about to be fucking a million lawnmowers going, like, whatever. When I'm in charge of everything and everyone, my first move is to destroy all leaf blowers. Pick up a rake. yourself. Don't hire someone to pick it up for you. Anyway. Ignoring the problem. Yeah, it's almost like you've regressed or reverted back to this Page of Swords character, this child self who avoids problems. What do we mean by avoid the problem? Oh, it said not fighting. What are we not fighting for? Not fighting the eternal embrace, I guess. Not fighting the depression kitty. It's the Two of Swords. A lot of swords. So this is a mental struggle. This is a mental struggle. Also, it's based in, like, things that you've heard, sounds, extremely bad news, you know? Yeah, I'm trying to recall, I don't know if I was home from school or I came home from school, but regardless, my father came home from work and told me that my cousin had died. My cat is upstairs making noise. Anyway, he came home and told me that my cousin had OD'd and died. And while it was hard for me to receive and it was tragic news in general, it was just so hard to see. It was hard to see my dad so broken. Okay. Yeah, the Two of Swords is like a stalemate. It's like you're stuck somewhere. You can't dislodge your sword and go. You can't change your thoughts. Ten of Swords. Okay. I'm getting that like when you're crying. So the Ten of Swords denotes the end of a cycle. And in the center of the card here, we have this entire uprooted plant. So it's telling me that it's like you're going back down to do the final plunge, the final, what do you call it? When you like destroy a house. Demolition, that's it. You're demolishing something. Or something is demolishing you, I don't know. King of Swords, yeah. Wow, so beautiful. He's covered in these like pink dahlias and mums. It's just beautiful. And see, this wheat that he has, the Page of Swords has over his face here, he has these big stalks of wheat crossed in front of him. So whatever this mask that you wore, you've taken it off and you've acknowledged it as the protective measure that it was, which is, you know, what shadow work is all about. Honestly, I think it goes beyond that. I think we're a bit limited in our conversations about what it is on this earth, let alone website. Okay. And his face isn't covered anymore. Eternal embrace, spiritual cleansing. It's like you're revisiting a memory that you've been in inner turmoil about for a very long time. And what's helping you realize that the cycle has come to an end is that you no longer use the things that you did before as a mask. You no longer feel the need to hide or protect yourself. You, as the King of Swords, no one can tell you that you're seeing things wrong, that you're seeing things not clearly, that you're unreliable, illogical. It's the opposite of the truth. It's a projection. You can see a projection for what it is now, which is just a sword that someone is trying to take out of their head and throw somewhere, and it just ends up in you. Happens to all of us. Especially the best of us, honestly. Sorry, I don't want to wear my glasses because it has the glare, but I literally cannot see without them. Okay. I'm going to pull one more card for you guys. how to navigate the situation, how to receive the message that our anger is telling us and navigate the situation. The Ten of Wands. Yeah, it is saying whatever this is, it's time to lighten your load. It's time to unburden yourself from whatever this is. Whether that means sharing, whether it doesn't really matter to me. I don't feel the need to control how other people deal with their deepest, darkest feelings. Just know that whatever your reaction is, like, it's normal. Or like, this stuff is not easy. This stuff is not easy. It's commendable that you're even dealing with it and not just ignoring it. There's a sailboat here. It's something about having wind back in your sails, or like feeling light enough to move forward from a situation. It's encouraging you to, I don't know, I guess you could journal, you could dance, you could do whatever you want. It's your business. Whatever helps you, helps you. I'm hearing the words plant a flag. I don't know what that means. I don't know, maybe people have just sort of walked all over you and forced you to pretend to be someone you're not. And in planting a flag, you're like, I am me, I'm here, I'm not changing. There's a bunch of pears here, so that might be symbolic. A golden pear. I feel like there's a story about that, but I don't know what it is. All right, regardless, know that even if these ugly emotions feel just that ugly, they're actually cleansing and purifying you of keeping these things locked inside of you. Okay, so have a good day. Please like, comment, subscribe. Come back for more Little Oracle. I love you all. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading about what is your anger trying to tell you. The cards you pulled were Good Fortune and the Price of the Ferryman. These honestly seem pretty positive to me. It's almost talking to me about how sorry, my coffee's kicking in. Starting to get that. The Price of the Ferryman. You're not letting the cost stop you from getting what you want anymore. It's like you're living in the reality of every decision that we make comes with a cost. Everything comes with a trade-off. Positives and negatives. It's bringing me to this. I wrote this down yesterday. July 8th, maybe the month or the day has significance. The goddess Pele, who's the volcanic goddess of the Hawaiian Islands and beyond. And this quote from this Maisie Peters song, Yoko, and it's in the bridge, and she says, "You should have put me over those people that you didn't even know. You had a phone, you should have called." Yeah. It's almost like you are coming to terms with the price of someone else's actions. You should have put me over those people that you didn't even know. You had a phone, you should have called. Can't disagree with it, right? Okay. There's stirring coming from below. Wait. Yeah, well, he's in there. I know. Okay. good fortune. This is a Lunara, so that's a ancient Roman symbol, and they would put it in jewelry or different things, and they would put it on their young daughters to protect them. And they had ones for boys as well. They were just penises, so I think I would rather the crescent moon, to be honest. Ace of Cups. Okay. What is my anger trying to tell me? That it loves me. That it loves me. Oh, okay. So there's this presentation of anger as the reaction you have when your boundary is violated. The reaction that tells you, you know, this isn't right. I can't put up with this. I can't live like this. I can't be loved like this. If this is what somebody thinks that is, I can't do it. It's almost like the price of... Sorry, my cat is being mischievous today. It's almost like the realization that the price of being full of all this love and being so loving and giving and emotionally open is that people just will use you and take advantage of you. And you need to be able to turn into the ferryman when that happens. Oh, it's like in Moana. Where the island, Te Fiti, they steal her heart and she becomes Teka, the volcano monster. Yeah, it's almost like people taking advantage of your love. It should enrage you. It should. They have no right. The foolish man. What is your anger trying to tell you? That these people are taking you for a fool. They were taking you for a fool. You left a door open for someone else's benefit and they fucking thought you were foolish. Wow. You should have put me over those people that you didn't even know. You had a phone, you should have called. It seems to me like you're dealing with someone who doesn't like to take responsibility. Yeah. A foolish man. And the price of that is that you can go on alone and have a new beginning. And these people are just nipping at your heels. It's funny, my animal companion is coming to hang out with us while I get to the Fool card. Shall I move this for you? Yeah, there's a lot of fire here right now, Lean. Be careful. She's a star. She's a star. You had a phone, you should have called. The rest of that song is like, I meant don't go, it came out as goodbye. You said, I don't know, okay, when you should have said we could try. Yeah, so it's we're dealing with two people who, you know, whether there was love involved, no one was willing to take the leap, the Fool. No one was willing to do it, so. Oh, well. Sorry, I'm being a little bitter. Maybe you feel bitter. Okay, that's mine. Why would we spill that? Thank you. Lord of Swiftness. Eight of Wands. It's almost talking to me about how there's going to be this quick moving illumination, this realization, revelation about whatever this is. It reads to me either like you realize that the only way to move forward with self-love is to move on your own, or to just move towards this so you can shut it and figure it out. Eight of Wands, communicate about it. Either communicating with another person or communicating inwardly. Or you're communicating with the universe, good fortune, and realizing that whatever the price of that loss was, it brought balance. You got the Temperance card. Daughter of the Reconcilers. Here she is pouring water and lightning into this big cauldron. Temperance. Yeah, this person mistook you. I'm seeing the Foolish Man here, and then I'm seeing Temperance, and it's, you know. Ace of Cups. Yeah, this person saw you as just a water bearer, as just a person to feed their emotional ego. I feel so bitter right now, guys. Like, so bitter. You should have picked me over those people. Picked me. Interesting. Yeah, maybe someone didn't pick you. They chose another group, another path, whatever the fuck it was. I mean, they're paying the price. So were you, I guess. So it doesn't really matter. She has this Star of David right on her chest. I made this Star of David out of candles before I started. Something with fire. Something with fire. Or yeah, this person thought you could only manipulate water, but that's not true. You can manipulate fire too. You can mix water and fire together and make a different element. I don't think this person knew that. It's talking to me, this Lunar, about the crown that the High Priestess wears. It's almost like the price of this bitterness is the knowledge of the High Priestess, you know? It's not really for me to decide what's better or worse. Nine of Swords, Lord of Despair and Cruelty. Not only was it a misjudgment, it was a cruel misjudgment. It was an assumption. It was a projection. It was mean. It was mean. It was degrading. It was dismissive. It was self-important, is what it was. I said, show me the other person. They took me to the price of the ferryman. It's almost like someone got it in their head that they were going to have to be the one to teach you, like the price of being a fool, or the price of being faithful, or the price of being open. But the opposite ended up happening. And I don't think you wanted to teach anyone the price of anything. I think you just wanted someone to love you. It's jadedness. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm feeling. The price of the ferryman. Oh yeah, we see this ferryman so nasty, so scary. It's like you're just the fucking boat driver. What is this Nine of Swords about? It's about this person. It's about how this person makes you feel. Maybe once upon a time this person made you feel like you belonged somewhere, but now you just feel like, God, what a nightmare. I feel like nothing went as it should have. Maybe there was a lot of lying based on the song. As it should have. I mean, nothing. Or everything is as it should be, you know? Sorry guys, I feel like I'm in a nasty temperament. It's not toward you guys. Honestly, it's toward this person who's just so arrogant. Page of Pentacles. It's like you feel like this person's going to come around with a job for you to do, and you're like, ugh, whatever. See more? Knight of Pentacles. This person thinks you and them are the same. It's insulting. Six of Wands. Lord of Victory. It's a victory over confusion. Something about this is gonna clear. Something about this is going to make sense. The purpose of it, or the reason of it, or simply the fact that there's no way for you to explain or justify, and you don't even have to accept someone else's actions. You can just let it go. Not only that, but you, as Temperance, you can turn it into something else. You don't need to go around collecting pentacles. You can take lightning and water and turn it into a pentacle. Can't put a price on that. Alchemy. You really can't. I'm getting so it's like this person is always trying to put a price on your head, or like, I don't know, convince themselves or convince you that your worth lied in your ability to labor or your ability to create something worth money. Or that their role in your life was to teach you to make money or teach you the way that they were making money, whatever the fuck it is. Ace of Cups, this was about love. This was about love. And whatever it is, this person said, that's dumb, I'm gonna make it about money. It seems like the price for that ferryman is that you're not getting in that boat. Nine of Pentacles, here you are, on your own, Lord of Material Gain. That's what I said. You can turn lightning and water into a pentacle. The Magician, pull it out of thin air. You don't need this person. Don't need their fucking unfounded criticism, their projections cloaked as assumptions, their wisdom. They're the fucking Knight of Pentacles. You are Major Arcana, the Temperance card, the Magician. These are some of the most powerful cards in this entire deck. I'm getting infuriated at this Knight of Pentacles because it's like the disrespect. Like, the disrespect is enormous. Like, the degradation of your power. Because you're not, I don't know, handing them a coin. That's what it is, price of the ferryman. I need my fucking 2 coins or you're not getting across. I'll fucking swim. I'll fly. I'll find a way. Lord of Victory. That's you. That's you overcoming whatever this projection was. Whatever this assumption that you needed to do things in a certain way to be materially successful. Like, this knight's been fucking wandering around waiting to become a king for like 10 years and it's not happening. Guess what? Because it happens here. I'm so mad. Even his horse is wearing a mask. Like, Jesus Christ. Queen of Cups. Yeah, this person wanted to take you out of your element. They wanted to uproot you and plant you. You're a fucking mangrove tree. And they're like, let's go to the woodland forest. It's like, I'm gonna die. And he's like, okay. Maybe you couldn't hack it. You weren't cut out for it. Maybe you were literally dehydrating me until I died. Maybe. Or yeah, it's like, these are people who want you to continue to show up for them materially, physically. They want you to be present in their lives, and yet they don't even want to water you. They don't want to give you any love. They don't want to give you any attention. They don't want to put your emotions first, think about your feelings. They just want you to fucking serve them. That's what they want. Serve their worldview, serve their goals, serve their fucking, their misunderstandings of their own past. Their journey that never ends. Here she is next to a scorpion. Queen of Cups. It's like you finally went home to your element, your home element. And you could, like I said, I'll swim across. I don't care. I'm not like you. I don't need to be on land. I can breathe underwater. I'll be fine. And this Scorpion's in a cup. It's almost like the Ace of Cups. You offered this person the Ace of Cups, right? This overflowing, abundant, cleansing energy. Scorpion in a cup. A scorpion in a cup. That's what they gave you. They gave you poison. Poison. Or maybe they've been drinking poison for so long it tastes normal to them, but it is not. I'm actually thinking of, in Succession, in the final season of Succession, Siobhan is pregnant, and Tom and Shiv are trying to, you know, I don't know. I would say make it work for the baby, but they don't give two shits about that fucking baby. They're just trying to make it work to save face or to consolidate power, whatever the fuck it is. And he gives her this scorpion, you know, frozen in resin as a present. This is his idea of a present. And it's like, yeah, girl, you fucking hate that man. Like, you hate him with a burning passion. And you do want to poison him like a scorpion. Like, if you would if you could. She just couldn't quite pull it off, you know? The price of the ferryman. Okay, so now I'm thinking of the ending scene of Succession where they're in the back of the car. That is like so the price of the ferryman. Like, that's her price she had to pay. She's living her worst nightmare. She became everything she was afraid of. Wow. I feel like that's kind of like a warning to this person, the ferryman. It's really a warning. Eight of Wands. You communicate, or oh, it's a Taylor Swift song. She's like, you turn into your worst fear. Oh, I wish I could remember the rest of the song. It's on Folklore. It's good. Anyway. The Nine of Pentacles. The Magician, the Queen of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles. It's like you did not crumble under this treatment. You rose to the occasion. The Magician, the Queen of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles. It's like you saw that people saw your emotion as vulnerable. And instead of changing who you were, you sort of waved your wand and created a life for yourself where who you are is okay. Because it is. It's more than okay. Sorry, I thought I was bleeding. I'm not. Interesting. Okay, one final card to get through this. How to navigate the situation. Nine of Cups. Keep dreaming. And I mean it. Lord of Material Work. Three of Pentacles. This isn't saying, go get to work, hit the ground running. This is saying that the universe is actively working with you to create this Nine of Cups. So remember that. The Nine of Pentacles is about a woman, you know, standing by herself. But she has everything she needs, not just because of her, but because of the universe, because her grapes grow and don't die, because her animal companion stays with her and doesn't abandon her, you know? She commits to things that also commit to her. So I guess that's the advice. Okay. I feel like I was totally out of bounds here, but please, I hope you enjoyed. Come again if you didn't. Try something else. Like, comment, subscribe. I hope you have a good one. Hello, Pile 3. If you chose the card Home with the Morning Star and the City of the Damned card, this is your reading on what is your anger trying to tell you. I'm taking a look at this, and it's saying that your anger is so sacred, it's actually leading you home like a star and away from this city of the damned, this burning, collapsing city. And see, these people are in a boat. I'm choosing to think they're leaving, so it's giving me the energy of the Six of Swords. It's you're not abandoning success, you're abandoning ruin, you're abandoning destruction. You want to go home. What is your anger trying to tell you? Okay, it's guiding your way like a guiding light. What is this for? The star. Duh. to renewal, to healing. There's these little planets here. It's guiding you into your place in the universe, not just on this burning fucking mass that we call home. Like, everything is moving in time with the universe, and so are you. All the planets are, the stars, the seas, the winds, and you. It's almost like you're getting an overview, like a star, looking down at things. We have the Fool card, yet again. Or not yet again, it came out in the last pile. It's genuinely a tiny little lion. A tiny little lion. A tiny little lion and a fool walk into a bar. It's almost reminding me of what is that called? It's like the magician guy with the top hat, the ringleader. Unlike a ringleader, I call the shots. That's from Circus by Britney Spears. And the Four of Cups. Okay. I'm like a ringleader, I call the shots. What about the show? Okay, so it's talking to me about being a performer or having attention brought upon you. The Four of Cups, maybe in the past you rejected this sort of experience outright and you didn't think you had what it took. Nine of Cups. Okay, even if it's what you wanted deeply and even though it sort of was calling to you. Nike. Victory. Nike. I think it does mean victory. Someone's getting a call. Maybe you'll get a call. Or it's like, universe calling, pick up or go to message. It's almost like in the past, without your little lion next to you, like you couldn't do it, you know, you had to reject it, you couldn't accept it. I was like, what are we rejecting or accepting? It seems to be stardom, right? 8 of Coins. Ooh, it's like your life's work. This is a fun one. It's a lady sitting with a baby in her lap. Then there's a little cat at the bottom. And then there's a guy going up a ladder next to her painting. So it's like, there's multiple different paths of work. That's so intriguing, but there's a little version of this star card painted on this plate. Maybe it's about telling your own story, telling your life story, painting your own life with your own brush. Okay. I talked about this in another reading, or I talked about Mythic Quest in another reading, but I was watching one of the particularly tough scenes because it's such a weird show because it's a comedy, sitcom, like workplace comedy, but then like they accidentally struck genius when it came to Ian and Poppy and their toxic codependent creative relationship. Like I feel like they also, I was thinking about it, I was like, it's kind of like Rob McElhenney is kind of working through his own feelings about his relationship through that show because he married someone who worked for him on It's Always Sunny. That's his wife, Caitlin Olsen. And he was her boss. Just like on Mythic Quest. Except they don't really date in Mythic Quest. It's actually quite, it's hilarious. Anyway.
was I saying? Okay, let me get back to it. In that show, they have an argument basically about how Ian, the male boss who sort of scooped up Poppy when she was in college to make his game for him, they've left to start the new project of making her game, and he hasn't done dick to do it. We can blame her and say that she's sort of a solitary worker. It doesn't fucking matter. And she confronts him about it, and she says, you know, something's changed. You know that it has. And he's like, it hasn't. She's like, you know that it has. You don't want to work on my game because it's not yours. And it's just like, it is so much the truth that he has to accept it. He has to accept the truth. And it is the truth. Not only has he been ignoring her, not helping her, leaving her, hanging her out to dry, basically, to do it on her own. He's been taking their other little employee and basically replacing her. He's been taking a new girl under his wing, so he doesn't have to think about how he's letting Poppy down every second of every day, because he is. Not that Poppy's a perfect person. Obviously, she's not. But it's almost like this photo. It's like he gets to paint and she has to sit and hold the baby. And she's like, no. Actually, no. And in the following season, she actually, you know, they develop boundaries and separate, and she gets a new boyfriend who's an artist, and she learns how to be an artist because without someone always breathing down her neck, telling her that he's the artist and she's the mechanic, she can actually just be whoever the fuck she wants to be. No disrespect to the fictional characters who are so hurt by my criticism of them. Okay. The Star, the Fool, the Four of Cups. Maybe in the past you would have rejected your own stardom, your own potential, your own ability to make things flow. Not anymore. It's like you have this new, invigorated feeling that as long as I, Eight of Cups, keep my eye on the prize, keep working, that my Nine of Cups is coming. Eight of Cups, I said, right? It's Eight of Coins. Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is about abandoning what is no longer serving us, the city of the damned, in this metaphor. We're abandoning the city of the damned. Maybe it's where we're from. Maybe it's where we've lived our whole life. But we can't live there anymore. We have to go home. The Eight of Cups. Wow. Bitch, I'm psychic. Bitch, I'm psychic. Here there's this sort of courtly love situation where there's this knight and this princess, and it's almost implying that they're running away from everything else that's sort of preventing them from being together. That the success they're abandoning is, you know, not being sinners and going to hell. It's almost asking for a reframe. Because here I'm getting this Ian and Poppy story of like, she has to sit there in her chair and he gets to scale the ladder as high as he wants and paint with all the colors that he wants. It's kind of asking me to see more like that in reality, they can't conform to the rest of the world. They just can't manage it. They need to take refuge in one another. They just can't manage it. that's sort of one thing about Poppy, or like in the early seasons, she feels really inferior because she can't see it like Ian does, which is like he has his artistic vision and it just needs to culminate into what it is. But it's like, I think she can see it. I just think that she sort of lost the ability to dream, to have that Nine of Cups. She's so used to, I don't know, working so hard for so little credit that this sort of Nine of Cups dream come true situation doesn't even seem possible to her. She doesn't see reconciliation as a possibility, I don't think. I think she just gave up. There's a big eye on this tower in the City of the Damned. It's like this Eight of Cups card, like they're fleeing. It's almost like there's too much surveillance and too many opinions on a certain relationship. So it needs to be, the location needs to be left in order to get a new perspective. You can see me, I'm honestly just tired of talking about this. I think I'm just tired or I'm getting the energy of tiredness from the reading. Like, this has been an exhausting ordeal for you. The Star. Similarities here. There's the Eight of Cups, Nine of Cups. You know, they're sort of fleeing to one another from the cups here, and she's sort of just blowing her trumpet of victory. Okay, so maybe it's for telling victory in whatever this 8 situation. 8 might be significant. We have the 8 of Coins, 8 of Cups. So it's like there's some sort of sacred work that needs to be done. There's 2 couples pictured, so it's between 2 people. Maybe a divine union, some sort of divine alchemical process that needs to happen. And it requires the abandonment of whatever the City of the Damned is. I'm getting this like eye roll feeling of like the Star, the Four of Cups. That's what it is. It's like this healing, this new beginning, it's coming. And you're just like, fuck it. Fuck it. I don't know. Part of you's like, maybe just let it burn. Maybe just let it burn. It's almost like once you lost this thing, or this relationship, this person, this potential, whatever it was, it's like you couldn't recreate it. You had to learn how to make something else. And now it's like, now that I'm at a point where what I create can't be taken from me, I can remake it, or I can keep it for myself, or whatever it is. It's like, why are you even here? Because we have to go home, but you've lost that hunger. It's sad, honestly. This anger is showing me something sad. The Ten of Wands, yeah. Yeah, it's this feeling of, I've been working so hard for so long. It's almost like you've been trying to make space in yourself, in your life, for whatever this is. And it's like, what's the point, though? I guess the point was the work. So if so, then why does the ending matter then, right? There's a very contradictory energy here. it's anger. It's anger. That's what it is. 10 of Wands. I'm almost to the finish line, and I think I'm gonna forfeit the race, because on my way here I lost the vision of what winning was. Yeah, this might be really sad for you guys, or it might be a really sad time, or this might have been something that you weren't really able to share with other people. And whatever wins or losses you sort of just took in private. Ten of Wands, it's time to bring the harvest back. Kind of thinking I'm never gonna go home again is how you're thinking. Sort of a normal reaction. I feel like once we finally get what we want, we tend to just reject it. Cosmic irony. Damned. Maybe we've just internalized this idea of being damned, and we don't want to give it up. 10 of Wands. Once the struggle is over, what happens? It's like you can't see victory here anymore. Will it be revealed? The Sun. Yeah, I guess it will. It's a pretty card here. You see a harp and a broken egg, a white horse, 2 babies holding up the sun. What is the sun here? Justice. That's the egg. That's the egg. Okay. Or it's like, yeah, no matter how much like of a prayer and a promise that like justice will come to the situation, happiness, blah 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 blah. All I want to do is curl up and go back in my egg. That's what I want. I'm tired. And or it's just I've just been carrying this for so long, I just can't carry it anymore. I'm sorry, I just can't. The sun will have to show itself because I'm not helping. The Nine of Swords, yeah. It's like maybe once the situation felt like a dream and then it became a nightmare very quickly, and you've just sort of adapted to being in this nightmarish situation. Yeah, a new day is dawning and I'm going back to sleep. Okay, so there's obviously this home journey, this leaving one place that is cursed, that you're not meant to be in, and taking the long journey to where you're supposed to be. This has been really difficult. That's what your anger is telling you. Your anger is telling you that this was so hard and nobody saw it. Nobody saw it. And at least when you're alone, you get to see it. Oh my god, guys, I cried so much in this video. Like, it's really irritating. You have the Knight of Coins and the Queen of Swords. So these are the two people. Jesus, fuck, I messed up my makeup. Yeah, I don't know. It's this guy holding this big coin. everybody online says that the Knight of Pentacles is the most committed of the tarot and the slowest moving, but he always gets to where he's going. And in my experience, that's not the truth. In my experience, they sort of just wander around until they find something else to pay attention to, and they keep their coin for themselves. Queen of Swords. Yeah, you're looking down at this, maybe in a derisive way, maybe in a logical way, maybe in a way of like, I can't be close to this. I am going to, this is killing me. This is killing me. Well, you mosey on down and take your time. This is killing me. Justice. That's the final card. She reigns supreme. I'm seeing that justice in this situation, you know, whatever. It doesn't have to deal with these two people that are struggling. 10 of Wands, it means that whatever this is, it's going to come to an end and you're going to get to take your fucking, your 50-pound weight off your back. And I don't know, the horse and the children, like, you'll be able to get in touch with that feeling of freedom again and joy. And that's going to be the justice of the situation. Okay, I have to ask whether this person is going to be involved because I know that people are going to want to know. The Six of Cups. So, yes. Oh, and the Lovers on the bottom of the deck. So yes, yeah, it's coming. Yeah. That's the thing about these 10 of Wands kind of connections. It's just like, I feel like at one point hearing that this is going to work out would have been enough to comfort your soul. And at this point, it's just not. So how do we comfort our soul? The Page of Coins. No, that's the wrong card. Okay. The Queen of Coins and the Nine of Wands. It's like, yeah, you're still considering accepting the coin. But you're feeling self-protective and defensive. And it's saying good. The way to navigate this is the Six of Pentacles. So you need to make sure that things are reciprocal. That it's not just you trying, giving. While this person debates on whether or not you're worthy of their investment. Honestly. Because people who, you know, who do this, who spend their time deliberating, it has to do with them, right? It's about them deciding what they deserve and what they're going to accept and what they want, and that's all well and good, but the truth of the matter is the way it comes off to the other person involved is that they're not worthy of the truth and that you think it's okay for them to suffer in silence and that it has nothing to do with you. So excuse them if they want to guarantee on their investment. Justice. Yeah, it's like, I'll weigh the scales and I have my sword and that's it. I'll be fair and I'll be honest. And that's what I can promise about this situation. Okay, this was a little bit of a different vibe for this channel. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe, please. and I'll see you soon.